Hey, it's Nathan Selove from Oak Croft Films with the very first episode of a new series to my channel, and the name of this new series is Service Dog Tales. Metaphor. So this series is going to be a little bit like Autism Actually Speaking. However, it's going to be a bit more of a vlog, in that it's going to focus on stories that have happened between myself and my beautiful service dog, Sylvia. Now, some of the stories that I tell on this vlog series are going to be focusing on service dog issues. Some of them might focus on autism issues, some of them might focus on both, or some of them might be just crazy things that have happened that Sylvia and I have witnessed or been through. Now, the purpose of this series will be to mainly shed light on the issues that people with service dogs face, but also to normalize the experiences of people with service dogs. So this week I want to talk to you about something that happened just a few weeks ago. I was judging at a high school speech tournament, which I really like to do because I have power. And I also get paid. So one of the other judges comes up to me and starts eyeing Sylvia. He looks at her, he looks at me suspiciously, he looks back at her, reads the patch, and at this point, I'm just trying to ignore him, because people stare at my dog all the time. This is nothing new. But then he comes up to me, points at the "Do Not Pet Me" sign and says, "Is that for real?" What kind of question is that? Yeah, it's pretty real. I mean, if you touch it, your hand doesn't go through it. It's not ethereal. Also, are you asking me if I'm faking my service dog? No. I'm not. And I try really hard to be patient with the guy, and that's what I usually do, mostly because I'm afraid of confrontation. So I say, "Yep, it's real. So you can't pet her?" "Yep. That's what it says." And then he leans forward and looks at me really closely. And then he says, "But your vision seems just fine." "Different disability, sir. Service dogs aren't just for blind people." "Oh. What disability?" Okay, normally I'm very open about the fact that I'm autistic. I mean, I do an entire web series about it. But that information isn't being forced out of me. That is me volunteering that information. When I'm in a situation where someone is basically accusing me of faking a disability or faking a service dog, I'm very inclined to answer, "That is none of your damn business." I didn't answer that. Instead, I said, "I have a sensory disorder, and she helps me out." And then after this entire interaction, the guy says, "Oh, so can I pet her?" No! "No, sir, I'm sorry, but she's working." "What?" "I'm not directly confrontational." Look, I'm sure this guy didn't mean it maliciously. I highly doubt that he got up in the morning, looked into the mirror, and said, "I'm gonna be a dick to an autistic today." An autistic. Well, I autistic it to you. That was bad. But no, I'm sure he wasn't a bad person. And I guess that's the real point of this series. Everyday, well-meaning people often do things or say things around service dogs or service dog partners that are just really not okay. And I'm not saying that we need to respond to these microaggressions with macroaggressions, but it is important to become aware about the problems with these interactions. Being all suspicious of a service dog when it's not acting up and asking whether it's fake or not in many ways delegitimizes the experiences of service dog partners, and it makes us feel like our right to be in public is being attacked. I'm not saying that fake service dogs aren't a problem. I'll probably talk about that in a later video. And I strongly believe that when it comes to these situations, don't demonize. Educate. And that's why I tried to be patient with the guy, and why I tried to explain to him that he couldn't pet my dog because she was working. And if you were surprised by this interaction, then you should probably know that that's not the first time that's happened, and it will likely not be the last. People need to know that things like this happen to service dog partners every day. And that's the purpose of this series. Well, that concludes this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone, and if you liked this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Sylvia, play us out! Okay.